Okay, so Saturday, June 7th was Rick Ross' car show, right? So we had to go to a graduation in Columbia, Lexington, Columbia. We drove 3.5 hours all the way to, what was that, Fulton, Georgia? Fulton County, Georgia, for the Rick Ross concert. When we got there, it was about 4:15-ish, 4:20-ish, and the address that was on the tickets took us straight to where the event was. When we got there, whatever, David got excited, pulled out the camera, started recording, that we was pulling up there. Soon as we get there, the people was so rude, turned us around. One guy or whatever, like, he was trying to explain to us where to go, but he wasn't even sure where to go. But he was helping with the traffic of the event or whatever. But the officer or whatever, he was like, "Oh, you need to go back out there and go up that way." So I put on my turn signal to leave out to go that way, and another officer walks up to him and like, "No, she needs to go that way," and made me make a right instead of making a left to head back to wherever, you get what I'm saying, he was trying to send us. So, long story short, I make the right. I pull over. I'm like, "David, just go ahead and get out the car," because at this point now I'm aggravated. "David, just go ahead and get out the car, and ask them what you need to do to get in there. You done spent $600 on tickets to get in this event. They need to explain to you where you need to go and what needs to be done." Okay? So he gets out the car. The police officers instantly jump on him. "No, no, no, no. No, you can't walk the premises. You can't walk the premises." So I had done already went down the road so I could turn around and come back up. You know what I'm saying? He calls me. He's like, "You need to get me," you know what I'm saying? So I turn around instantly. At this point, I'm frustrated. I'm yelling. Listen, when I say my anxiety was through the roof so bad because the police officers were so rude. The ones that were in front of where the event was taking place, they were so rude. The people who were out there in the green shirts and stuff, they couldn't even help you. Like, it was horrible. You get what I'm saying? So finally or whatever, when I got back to him, he got in the car. I go up and I see people standing on the opposite side of the road talking to an officer. So I pull over, maybe he can direct us the way he clearly got to be directing them or whatever. And the officer that's across the road on the other side comes flying into the middle of the road. "No, no, no." And, yelling. So he come running into the road. "No, no, no. You need to keep going. You need to keep going." So I'm like, okay, you know what I mean? So I just go ahead and pull back on the road and keep going. So at this point now I'm frustrated. I'm like, "David, you know what? I'm about to just leave. I'm about to leave because this is crazy. Like, there's no way you paid all this money for this event and we can't even get in." You know what I'm saying? So I ended up turning at this light. And when I turned at this light, there was a Wendy's on my right-hand side. And I turned in there to turn around. Ended up seeing a police car sitting there or whatever. And it just so happened it was a lady and she was outside the car. So I pulled over and I was like, "Ma'am, I don't mean to be a bother." I said, "Is there any way you can explain to us how we're supposed to get into this event that he spent all this money on?" So she was like, "Oh, yeah, it's two places you have to park." She was like, "One is some other place." And then she said one was a church or whatever. So I was like, "Okay, well, where's the church?" She was like, "When you go back out here, make a right. You're going to go back down and it's going to be on the left-hand side." Okay, thank you. So I pull out or whatever. We leave. We, go back up. We make a right-hand turn. At this point, we rode the whole way and didn't get gas, so we needed gas in the car. So I go to the gas station. At this point now, I'm bawling, crying because my anxiety is through the roof. These people was just, they were so rude. You get what I'm saying? Now, the lady officer that said to go back that way to where it would be to the left at the church, she wasn't rude, you get what I'm saying? But they could have had a better sense of direction or telling us directions, you know what I mean? So we go back up the road, we stop and we get gas. I had a hard time getting through to the light, so I ended up going through a shopping center. So when I went through the shopping center, there was a lady out there that worked at a barbershop. So I was like, yeah, is there any way you can explain to us how we're supposed to get to whatever this church is or whatever that you have to park to get on the shuttle to get to this event? So she was like, yeah, you know, you're going to go up the road about 5 minutes. She was like, and it's going to be a big church on the left-hand side. I'm like, okay, you know. So we leave back out. We head back up that way again. At this point now, we haven't found the church yet. All right. I've put it in Google or whatever. And it says we're like 5 minutes out from the church. I'm like, dang, I thought she said go up the road 5 minutes, but okay, whatever. So, you know, we continue on up the road or whatever, trying to get to the church. And we decided to pull over and grab something to eat because it's like everybody just keep turning us around, keep telling us to go here, go there. So, you know, we stopped and grabbed something to eat. And y'all, we went to regular KFC, okay? Grabbed something to eat from KFC. We took a couple bites of the food and we was like, you know what? It said on the flyer the event was from 9 that morning to 6. Mind you, we had the graduation at 11 in Columbia. And from the graduation, we left there at like 12:45 or something, about 1 o'clock. Okay, so we got on the road by about 1 o'clock. And we got, like I said, we got down there by like 4:15, 4:30-ish or whatever. So at this point or whatever, we put in the Google or whatever where the church is. So we go down to the thing, but on the signs, like the signs on the side of the road, is telling you like Rick Ross has an event. The event is from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. You get what I'm saying? So we like, okay, you know, we still gonna make it. So let's just get over here because it said the event ended at 6 on the flyers. But let's just go ahead and see if we can get on the shuttle, see if the shuttle will take us here, you know, so we can enjoy it till 9 o'clock with everybody else, like the thing said. Y'all, we pull up on this officer that's over there by the church. First, we found the church. We went in the church parking lot. There's like a handful of cars out there. We're like, this clearly can't be the right place. Can't be the right place, right? So we leave out the church. We see an officer sitting at the top by the gate. So we go up there and we ask her, we're like, ma'am, we're trying to get to this event. Like, we've been trying for the last 45 minutes to an hour to get to this event. How do we get there? The lady's like, oh, it's over. Huh? She was like, yeah, it started since this morning, and now that it's storming, they went ahead and shut it down early. It's over. I was like, ma'am, we've been trying to get in this thing for like the last hour. We've been turned around multiple times, and you're telling me now that it's over? My man just spent $600 on tickets because he loves 32 Game and he loves Rick Ross cars and stuff like that. Like, he was dying to see this event. You mean to tell me you're telling me that this event is over? Because y'all shut it down early? So what about the people who spent all their money and is trying to... Oh, well, I mean, you can go over there where they're getting on the shuttles at and see if they'll let y'all get on the shuttles. So we did that. We went to where she pointed for us to go, which was the whole opposite side of the road from. But Rick Ross, the biggest boss, guess what? Catch us next year. Because next year, we won't have nobody coming out of school next year. So we will be there early, okay? And if I take that long ride all the way down there, and I don't get to see you this time, I'm be sleeping in front of your gate. You gonna see me when you pull out? Yes, you will. I'm gonna be right there, sleeping at the gate, and you gonna see me when you pull out. Bam. Next year, we'll be there.